In this continuation video, we are going to talk about and discuss on the 10 unforgivable lies made by the present President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, which he said to Nigerians during his 2015 election campaign in order to win election. President Muhammadu Buhari said, and I quote, "If you nominate me in December 2014 and elect me in February 2015, my administration will fulfill the following 10 promises. Number 1. I will reduce petroleum price to 45 naira per litre. Let me ask if the above promise is fulfilled? At the moment we know the price of petroleum per litre in the country, and we can vividly see that the price kept on increasing than reducing. For the past 7 years plus have been in power, he couldn't fulfill this promise. Instead, things kept on increasing and increasing. Number 2. There will be free education at all level. Now you can see that this period of his presidency is the worst government ever, because at this period of his, this is the period where education of the country has moved from worst to worst. The educational stand of the country at the moment is nothing to write home about, and things are moving worst on daily basis. Let's take our university student as a very good example. They have been at home due to Academic Staff Union of Universities strike for the past 7 months now, and the so-called President said he is not even aware that they are on strike. To my own opinion, I think he has forgotten that he made promise to Nigerians for the free education and standard education, or is this his free and standard education he promised the Nigerian citizen? Number 3. I will pay 23 million Nigerians 5,000 naira each monthly. Yeah. During his campaign, he made the above promises that he will be paying 5,000 naira salary each to 23 million Nigerians. I believe you are receiving your own share. You can see it clearly that Nigerians are being ruled by selfish individual, people who only cares about them and their family alone, government who didn't care if his citizen are doing good or not. What they only care about is their own self alone and nothing else. With the present situation and all, I believe, the general citizens will be wise and wake up from their nightmare and do the needful at the time being. Number 4. I will increase minimum wage and place every graduate on salary for extra 1 year after their youth service. Minimum wage indeed. Monthly salary to youth corpers indeed after their 1 year service. I know with this presidency promises, he was able to capture the heart of government workers and most of the graduate, because they believe that, if he comes into power, he will help to fulfill all this his promises, not knowing that, they are all word of mouth alone. When he came into power things became worst and worst, that the same graduate and youth he made empty promises to, he also called them names like lazy Nigerian youth. I believe he fulfilled his part of promises. Now, every Nigeria citizen have to wake up from their slumbers and say no to empty promises. Number 5. 1 free meal, to include fruits, daily, for public primary school pupils or students. I believe when most Nigerian student in public school heard of this promises, I believe even if their parent don't want to vote for him, I believe most children will cry to their parents saying, "Mummy, please vote for this man, so that he can win the election. At least when I get to school, I will eat food and also collect fruit also, and you wouldn't have to be giving me feeding money. At least that money you supposed to give me, you will be using it for something else." Not knowing that he is just using his mouth anyhow without meaningful things out of it. But at the moment, I believe the children and pupils head in primary school will be sending curses to the so-called president, because even the feeding is not there and the country is even hard, that even their parents will not be able to feed them 3 times daily. Number 6. I will revive all our refinery in my first 1 year in office and build more to produce more for domestic consumption. Refinery revive and new construction, he said, in 1 year. He made this promises in order to win the support of the Niger Deltas, so as to gain their vote, but despite gaining their vote, he couldn't perform anything at all. He was just filled with lies and all, and everything became worse and all. Even the country are in debt already. I pray they shouldn't sell the country Nigeria, due to the huge debt they hold most country. Number 7. I will crush Boko Haram in my first 3 months in office. Makes me laugh and laugh over and over again. Crush, he said. Indeed, did he actually crush Boko Haram or strengthen them? What I can see and saw in my own view and people opinion was that he was able to empower and restructure them into different segment like Fulani's herdsmen, bandit, kidnappers. Now they have enough power than ever before, that they were able to waste the life of lot of citizens without even have to blink their own eyes, whereby the so-called president did not even care if life have been waste or not. I pray no more life will be lost, because Nigerian has lost millions of life than ever. Community, states, are scattered, people have become homeless and all. I just pray the nation Nigeria is able to wake up of their slumbers. Number 8. I will create 3 million jobs per year. 3 million jobs indeed. This so-called Nigeria government is so amazing I can't hold my laugh. If peradventure he was able to create jobs in 1 year, and now he has spent up to 7 years in power now, then approximately, all the youth would have gotten job by now because 3 by 7 will be 21. So by now, Nigeria would have gotten 21 million jobs, at least it would have covered for the youth. But none of it is happening. I'm even shocked at the moment. What a promise. Our so-called Nigerian government are trying indeed with their bunch of lies, so shocking. Nigerians need to wake up. Number 9. I will stop the importation of refined products. Stop indeed. Well, he actually stopped it and make things hard for the citizens, because the moment he stopped it, he didn't make preparation on ways of getting all the products that he stopped. On this notes, things became really cost and the citizens has no way of buying it because there is no money. On this note he fulfilled his promise but he made things really hard for his citizens. Number 10. Stabilizing the Naira to be equal to dollars. Naira stabilizing indeed. Naira that was promised that it will be made equal to dollars was one big fat empty promise made by the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He made such huge empty promises that at the moment, the dollars is rising more and more on daily basis than the so-called Naira. The promise of stability is nothing than destabilize. With all this promises made by the present President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria that has nothing less than 10 months again to be in power and all his promises remain unfulfilled, this serve as a wake-up calls to Nigerian citizen both home and abroad, that we shouldn't judge a book by its cover, we shouldn't believe on empty promises and all, because 2023 I believe is another year of election where the fate of Nigeria is going to be decided again for another good 8 years. To buttress all I have been saying all along, I'm using this medium to call on all Nigerians to wake up from their sleep and hold firm their ground and do the needful. Don't be deceived by empty promises and never ever judge a book by its cover. Thanks for watching. Deem it fit to click on the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that when new videos is drop, you will be notified immediately. Remember, the night sensation got you covered. Sometimes all it takes to change a life or nations is just one night sensation.